I pressed the button. We're in. We're in.
Well, you know how you have to hold your poop, and that's not healthy.
Well, you know, IBS
It does
gonna
bring
IBS.
a sense of urgency to your experiences. You know, we were talking about like holding it in public at work today. You know, like, and we started singing "Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go." Remember that?
Yep, that was me coming home from the chiropractor today.
Rack me so hard and crack me so hard that I needed to just vacate.
Yes, basically. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome to Mistwalkers. It's session 68. We are down a Yinrik because he has no power. Maggie is currently, sadly, in fucking New Jersey. But maybe joining us later depending on when they eat. But we'll see. But everybody else is here. Just in time to starve to death on a plateau.
It's going to be a very quick session, guys.
Everybody's dead. Rocks fall, everybody dies, except the rock is the plateau you're on, so you fall 2 miles to your death. Sorry.
Including Yinrik, apparently.
Including Yinrik. Take a breath after welcome for the cut. Our sponsor for tonight is Canadian Dice. You can go to canadiandice.ca, use the code THEVACTAIR, all one word, for 10% off of your dice order. Our special fancy dice of the week from Maggie is Troll's Blood. I don't know why. I think it looks like a Christmas dice, but it's whatever. Troll's Blood. Get it.
Brian can't name stuff. We've learned this already.
If you want to participate in Spooktober in the vein of being a dungeon master, game master, storyteller, bullshit artist, we want you, but you need to tell us that you want to play, or you want to run a game for other people to play, because you can't play in your own game. I mean, I guess you are playing. Anyway, so if you want to play, go to tinyurl.com/vacplayer. We do raise funds for Extra Life all through October into December. And it's a really, really awesome organization. And it just means we don't sleep. We run almost every single day in October. And it's all spoopy shit. So if you want to be a DM, let us know. If you want to play, let us know. Because we got a list. So we'll add you to the list. And you'll be on the list.
Some really cool people being involved this year.
We got some amazing people being involved this year, and I can't say anything yet, but it's so exciting, and I can't wait to tell all of you. Oh my god. It's gonna be amazing. Cedar, did you have something to say?
No, I was just indicating that I wanted to play and that also I would be in it, and I'm a cool person.
Yes, that is accurate.
You're already on the list, sweetie. You've been on the list since last year.
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of stuck with us at this point, so. Scheduling wise, tomorrow is the alleged final session of Bankar Brouhaha with our amazing, wonderful mini campaign cast. I keep telling Emily that they need to add extra sessions and, I don't know, turn it into a whole campaign, but what do I know? Oh my god.
I was going to say, until you guys break the game tomorrow, and it has to go on for another couple sessions.
Yeah, just make sure to break it.
Yeah.
You're good. We do not have Mutant Crawl Classic this week. Jer is not available, so we are skipping it this week. But we will be back 2 weeks from Wednesday, on the 30th. And our guest that week is going to be Elphinius Goo from Gooey Cube. Very awesome. Super excited. We've been trying to get him on for like 6 months.
Literally since GaryCon.
Since GaryCon last year, or this year. Speaking of GaryCon, we're going to GaryCon! Yay! Woo! Yay! So if you want to come to GaryCon, or you are going there, say hi to us. Don't be afraid. We don't bite much. Just like little nibbles. Anyway, rest of the schedule. Song of Crystal Shadow, 8:30 p.m. on Thursday. Friday, Fixius 5 at 8:30 here. Saturday, Together Among the Stars at 11:30 a.m. Our guest this week is Kayla from Potions and Potpourri. We also have Backpacker's Guide to TTRPGs this Saturday at 7 o'clock, where they will be deep diving into the equipment and adventurers gear. So that'll be interesting.
If there's not a segment about a towel, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Is that on the adventure and gear list? Then shut your
It
mouth.
should be.
It's not.
It could be.
Sunday, we have Legacy of Fire at 7:30 over on DM Jeremy's channel. Merch store, tinyurl.com/backmerch. Our podcast is available anywhere you get your podcasts from.
It is on the
And-
equipment list. Fuck you, Affy. Ha!
Is it actually
It costs 15 fucking gold.
a towel?
A towel?
Yeah.
You sure it's not a trowel or a?
No, a towel. It's a finesse weapon. It does 1d8 piercing damage.
What?
Do you I'll just send you one. Hang on.
It's not in Fantasy Grounds. Anyway, pause for 2 seconds to cut the announcements. Yes, I do. I have
That's
to
all
say
a
it every
hitchhiker
time out
needs.
loud, because every time I say it out loud, you throw a fit and it makes me laugh. Anyway, where we left off last week, the party had made it across a very rickety, very shitty wooden bridge onto a it's sort of like a stalagmite, but it seems to have broken off from the rest of the plateau, so there was this bridge across it. The bridge is gone because Gordon's chunky. And now everybody's just sort of stranded on this floating plateau with a bunch of snakes. Because it had to be snakes. Naked boys.
Say grab the rope.
Athelstan is not doing so hot. Missing a hand. Basically spent all of last session unconscious. And then woke up to try and figure out what they were going to do.
Stan woke up to a horse licking his face.
Yes. A white horse for, was it Razira to meet?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I couldn't remember it was for Razira. So
I just
Razira
watched it
got to
2
meet a
hours ago.
horse for the first time in the form of Atlas in beast form, wild shape.
Because Razira didn't know what a horse was.
Knew what a zebra was, but
But then then Atlas did like a drawing of it, right? And then Razira said some funny shit.
yeah. So the drawing ended up being
That
like
poor animal.
it was a horse body and legs and everything, but then Atlas had instinctively started to draw like a centaur body, so it looked really derpy afterwards.
Like that horse that the Ice King wore in Adventure Time.
Sure. That reference went over my head. Sorry. So now first morning, everybody has deleted or needs to delete a ration of food and water. The snakes have given you space outside of the actual physical shrine, but they will not allow you to come closer. So I guess at this point it's up to you guys. How do you spend your first day in the blistering jungle heat with no shadow, no shade on this pedestal? Don't everybody jump at once.
Hear
I'm
me
pretty
out.
sure that we were pouring tea.
Okay. So tea is brewed. Assuming you're just using the brazier because it's right there.
Yep.
Like our leaf ponchos and figure out a way to like rig them up so that they're over us somehow.
Sure, you could do that.
Yeah.
How do you prop them up?
Weapons.
Right now.
And then
Probably weapons, yeah.
somebody has to have noticed by now that Razira is pretty handy with a needle and thread.
Yeah, I would say anybody who's taken watch with Razira has noted that they very good with a needle and thread. All right, so I need we'll make this a group survival check. So everybody roll survival.
Athelstan is not going to try to help.
This is gonna go well. Oh, actually, it did go well.
Oh, actually, you know what? I think he will.
14.
Not bad, not bad,
And-
not bad.
I'm afraid to roll for Yinrik, but he would want to be in the middle of everything.
Oh, he would absolutely.
He'd be making a mess.
Of course, I rolled a natural 1 with Yinrik.
Yep. He has
Why
3
did-
inspirations.
Yeah, we kind of need this. Sorry, not sorry, Agni. Trying it again. I refuse to accept my luck for your character. Okay, a 14.
Agni will get that back in like 3 minutes. Next session.
Yeah. Thanks for being a smart arse.
Okay. So between all of you, you kind of like pull out all of your longer weapons, any sort of materials that you may have, and the leaf ponchos that you have, and you're able to construct this sort of canopy that you all kind of hunker under. It helps with the heat. It probably lowers everything about 10, 15 degrees in total. It's
That
still hot
might-
and sweaty.
If it's gonna lower the temperature, Zero cannot be anywhere near it.
Why?
Why?
Because of the thermal cube in her inventory.
Right.
You can put it somewhere else.
Okay, I will say that with the sun beating down on you, you're looking at about 50 degrees plus humidity Celsius. So, like, that's with humidity with the sun beating down on you. So, even with the cube, you're at about the same temperature without the humidity. The humidity is still a factor. You're down to 35 with the shade, and then you still have the humidity on top of that. So, it's not great. It's better. You feel like maybe you will only need your 1 ration of water for the day with the shade in place. How do you spend your time now? It took you
Athelstan
about
just-
2 or 3 hours to get everything constructed in a large enough space to cover all of you.
Sure to check the bandages on Athelstan's hand.
Sure. Make
Sure
a medicine
that
check.
it's-
If he lets you.
Like, go over to Athelstan.
He's like pulling a shirt off because it's sweaty.
See your hand. Your arm.
And he offers it.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Dirty 20, nice. So you start on bandaging, and it gets down to like the last 2 or 3 layers, and you can see there's a lot of like blood and sort of viscous buildup. The wound
That does that kiss
itself,
through the teeth. Yeah.
yeah, the wound itself is hideous, of course. It looks to be in pretty good shape. Again, there's no
It was a clean cut.
yeah, and then it was cauterized so quickly after.
Yeah.
There's no, like last time, there's no insect activity, there's no pus or like an odd smell to it. Seems okay. Just need some new bandages and maybe some salve if you have anything like that.
I have a healer's kit, and this contains bandages, salves, and splints.
Okay,
So I'm going to
yeah.
use a use of that.
So you put in the D&D version of polysporin all over the wound and then wrap it. How about
You
you?
always make this with too much broadleaf. It stinks.
Does the job.
That it does. Thank you.
Is there a lot of pain?
And he kind of pauses. Always.
I don't have
Not to be
much in the way
dramatic
that
or
will help
anything.
with that.
Not to be dramatic or anything, but and he kind of just like kind of does like like that you're like the smug little sibling grin or like
Mhm.
little cousin grin.
I don't know, Rob, have you ever given me that grin?
Which grin?
I think Josh
I
probably has.
don't know. Josh, definitely.
No, it's not. I don't think there's anything that you can do. Otherwise, you have done fine work.
Okay.
Besides, it's not the end of the world. And he makes a point of tying a knot as if he had two hands.
Breeze, how do you take my thermal cube?
I honestly have no idea. I put it back in the chat, so.
You probably clicked on it and then was like, "Oopsie."
No, I wasn't able. I tried to click on it and it wouldn't do anything. And
You
then I
stole
dragged
it.
it into my inventory.
Weird.
And it,
Fantasy grounds gonna fantasy grounds.
yep.
Ain't that just the way?
Mm-hmm.
But I got rid of it, so it doesn't matter.
I can't.
Athelstan lays down in the shade.
I can't access it.
Oh, maybe because I deleted the item?
Yep.
Yeah, that item's gone now.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it, Rob! You leave for a
Wow.
week and then you're just a dick.
I know.
Just rolling up in here.
Delete people's items.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I'll take that. Didn't even roll a stealth check or a sleight of hand. Just wung
Easy
it off the cliff
peasy.
like a
Stack it.
cat. Yeah.
All right, it's in the party sheet for you, Rosira. All right.
I presume that all of the vegetation is that thing is still happening, right?
Oh yeah, all around you. Like
Oh,
you
great.
woke up and you had to like physically remove kind of like vines that were wrapped
It's like the
across
sound
your
of like
chest.
grass ripping when you're
Yeah.
ripping grass up. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So you do that when you first wake up. What
Actually,
about
kind of comforting.
you, Breeze? What are you doing to try and keep yourself occupied and cool?
I don't know.
Good talk.
Yeah.
Good job.
I was
Try
saying
not
like
to-
settle back down.
Probably trying not to think of the idiot who decided to cut off their own hand.
He's just like,
Need that
yeah,
clarification.
as soon as you're thinking like, I don't think about that idiot, Athelstan just like plops down next to you where he was sleeping, and it's just like a him shaped like tuft of like moss and grass and stuff, and he's like, oh, sweet grass, and he like plucks some and he starts to braid it.
Nerd.
He's like, and it's like, it's strange, it's weird, because you need two hands to braid typically, and he's doing it. It looks like he's only got one hand. He's like, this is trippy. And he kind of just like stares at stares at the bandages for a second. And then like, you know what? And then like as if he were donning a glove, rubs down the center of a palm and just something simple. Maybe brown. Or like his gloves. used to be before Chakuna took them like a bitch.
Well, I only took one.
No, she
No,
took.
no,
She
when
degloved him and
Oh, that's right.
degloved him.
That wasn't her fault.
Whatever. Yeah, so it looks like he's
Mhm.
wearing a glove. Starts to make it into a little basket.
So, Athelstan is now basket weaving beside you.
Bruce thinking that doesn't make sense. It's like I can see like a hand where it's not supposed to be then.
Yes.
I grab what I expect is going to be an illusion.
It's not. Because as
What
soon
the
as you touch
hell?
him, he grasps your hand back.
What the fuck?
I've never had to do it like this before. He's like staring at their hands. Well, the one hand. It's like, oh my gosh, they like you. I think they like you, Tracy. They're grasping my spectral hand.
So just to confirm, Athelstan, I know we're kind of painting this. Are you using Mage Hand?
It's essentially as a feat that he was born with. He is telekinetic, and it is the ability to cast essentially Mage Hand at will
Mm-hmm.
without somatic or material or other types of components, and it allows him to push and pull. I think Eugene always kind of taught him to imagine like he had and it was an extension of himself. Magic
Right.
was
Okay.
to teach it as an extension, and what is a better extension than your weapon looking like a hand? But he can make it invisible. It doesn't need to be spectral or seen, and it's just he's never held it. Like he's used it to do like small shit around, even like probably even around the campfire that nobody really thought about, like like stirring the tea or whatever like that,
Mm-hmm.
because it was always like just not visible. But he is holding it to he's trying to, it's like working a prosthetic essentially. You're moving what you think is your hand, but it's not your hand. It's just listening to the articulation in the muscles that are left over and the messages that you're sending to that he's sending to it.
Okay.
So it's awkward, and sometimes it like shifts and everything, but
Yeah, and you have no
you're
feeling in it. Like you cannot feel holding
all
Breeze's hand.
all he can think of is like I think that the phantom limb game here is like real strong here. Like I think I referenced last time that he could still
Yeah.
feel it. And because he's always very aware of everything that he touches and anything that he feels, because he feels very, very big. He has very big feelings and very big, like there's like a lot of surface area to cover there.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't feel it, but he's trying to listen to the part of his brain that is telling him that he can feel it still.
Okay. So Breeze, for you, it does feel like a hand. Probably not as like thin and dexterous as Athelstan's fingers have been.
It's
Like
like if his hand were made of bark.
yeah, yeah. A little
Okay.
thicker. Um a little more awkward, and definitely there's sort of a delay between you kind of grabbing onto it and then the fingers responding. So like the first knuckle bends and then the top knuckle bends to like hold your hand back. So it's definitely not his hand, but you do have your hand being held currently.
Did you have a real? What did you cut off?
My hand.
Then what the fuck is this?
I've always been able to move things. I've always just pictured it as like a hand. I thought maybe it would work. Kind of came to me last night. But I mean, it's just a little clunky. I used to be ambidextrous. Take some practice, but
Yeah, probably not anymore.
no.
No. Who are you to decide that it would be you?
He kind of like glances at the others to see if they're listening.
Well, if they're not, I'm gonna make sure everybody is.
um,
All
I will say, Bree's saying something so direct and
And
firmly.
forward. Yeah.
It's not exactly out of character for Breeze, but to
But also
have
straight
it
up grabbing his hand.
grabbing his hand and
No!
the what the fuck is this, followed by who do you think you are to decide that for yourself? I think everybody's just kind of like paying attention now, and everybody can decide if they're like openly eavesdropping or if they're trying to appear like they're doing something else while clearly
Eli's got her-
eavesdropping.
Eli's got her herbalism book upside down.
It's like,
Yep.
Razira has probably seen stuff floating around Athelstan and is now trying to actively stay away because freaking ghosts.
but it is
no.
fantasmas, not fantasmas!
Oh, no. Poor
He's got
Zira.
so many
Fucking
eyes
scared
and
of
he's got a
everything.
spoopy ghost.
Zira, make me a wisdom save. Because it's just...
It's perfect.
Uh,
Oh no!
Oh no.
It's an 8!
the first wisdom save you finally failed.
Oh.
You cannot move closer to Athelstan. He
there
seems to be
anything-
the source of this spoopy shit.
You're afraid of
And-
everything.
And he's purple and there's just some weird shit going on. So
I'm pretty sure that they've definitely seen more than his 2 eyes too.
absolutely. You've seen more eyes, you've seen bits of the shroud coming through, and that's sort of ghostly in its own sort of manifestation when he's not full shroud.
When he tried to be the tree and the beast at the same time.
Yes. So, you're not full frightened, but you cannot move closer to Athelstan for the time being. And you are at regular advantage for your perception because you're at advantage normally.
all right.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Sly.
I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be on Athelstan.
No.
No,
This
you went
is-
to sleep with Gordon.
And we've all been spending the past few hours like making this fort
Making
for ourselves.
shit.
Right, I left early again last time. I
It's okay.
remember now. I don't know. I don't remember anything.
He finally puts down the base, what was beginning to be the base of a teeny tiny little basket. And he just kind of shrugs. I'm myself.
Something like that. We make a group decision or draw lots. It's not for one person to choose it for themselves.
You know, Breeze, I get where you're coming from, and I think that if I had been thinking, I would have tried to listen to you on that one. But
I mean, we cut off one of the rabbit's feet. It'll come back.
we all kind of like squint and look over at Yinrik, and Yinrik's just like with his teacup, he's like, we could try.
Do you have a non-magical weapon? Or a silvered weapon?
Do you have a silvery weapon?
I can make something silver.
But
Got a whole fuck ton of quicksilver.
but Breeze, the thing
Oh
is,
no, I left that back at the camp.
we have a history in this group of we would have just talked about it for hours.
Then we draw lots. Or we
We-
kill her.
I don't think that
Like
we
we're
would
gonna have
been
to
able-
anyways.
I don't think we would have been able to, and I don't think we are going to be able to. At least not right
you
now.
will have to kill her.
The thing
You
is, Breeze,
promised. The snakes
Breeze.
are also watching.
they're like, "Oh, I like this new telenovela that has been brought to our doorstep."
They're also reading books upside down.
Popcorn. Thing is, Breeze, I couldn't let myself think too hard about that, because if I thought too hard about it, I would have thought myself into paralysis. I would have gone ahead and imagined myself to death. So if I didn't just do it right then, I wouldn't have been able to do it. If I hadn't cut it off in one clean strike, I wouldn't have been able to cut it all the way off. I wouldn't have been able to do it again. When Keli held their hand out towards me, I didn't want to do it. I couldn't do that to Keli. I couldn't do that to Keli. I couldn't do that to any of you. And I just did it. Because if I didn't, I wasn't going to be brave enough or stupid enough. So I just did it. And I'm sorry. But I don't think that there was easily any other option that could be attained in that moment. There was always the chance that Chakuna could have changed her mind. There's a chance that we could have sat there for hours until she grew impatient with us talking, drawing lots. And who would actually have, if you had drawn the lot, if Sly had drawn the lot, if Yenrik had drawn the lot, who would... I've hurt myself before, but never like this.
We would have done it.
I know. But I didn't want to. I didn't want everyone to have a chance to just imagine, including myself. I thought maybe a little part of me thought maybe
that if it wasn't there anymore, that if I didn't have my hand anymore, that maybe I would feel a little less than I do. And I don't mean that in an intangible way, Breeze. The hand kind of just tentatively squeezes your hand. I am always in pain. It hurts. Still hurts.
Probably not gonna stop hurting.
I know. I know that now. But you know what doesn't hurt?
What?
Feeling how alive you are.
None of us would have died.
Could have. I could have.
No, you weren't. We have too much to let that happen. Eli would have cast 10 spells if she had to. I would have cast 10 spells if I had to. You would have cast 10 spells if you had to, if it was me.
I know.
Well, 2, I guess you can cast.
I resent that.
There's like this soft snicker that kind of goes through the entire group. You even feel the snakes are a little bit snickery.
There's
at
like
you.
some rattles. I know. But you understand why I did it now, right? Like, you understand what I mean?
I don't like it.
I
I don't like the reasoning, but
I don't like it
I
either.
understand that you thought they were good reasons.
No, I didn't think they were good reasons, Breeze.
Or good enough reasons.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you for apologizing, but can't accept it right now.
All right.
But we
Alright.
get out of here. Might know somebody that can do something.
Yeah.
We're talking about going to Barovia anyways.
Out of character moves. Oh, crap in the Nile. Anyway.
Oh no!
Er.
Somebody there with a missing leg that might be able to do something for a hand.
Let's say Athelstan and Keli by extension. You do know Esmeralda.
Do they? Okay.
She goes by
But we-
Es, and you do know she has a prosthetic leg that she uses.
But it can't be the same person that we're thinking about, right? Yeah. We didn't say. No one said any names. Anyway.
There's only one person with a prosthetic
mean,
leg ever,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
No,
only
of course,
one person.
of course. But you can sort of you're both intelligent enough, mostly, usually, to put two and two
We're-
together
We're
that
thinking, oh, surely not, but what if?
Esmeralda's prosthetic is far more advanced than like the normal layman's, like a commoner's prosthetic as a general rule. A commoner's prosthetic would be made from wood or bits of metal, and very inarticulate. Whereas Esmeralda's leg, like she can curl her toes. Which, I mean, as a general rule, that's not needed. But like that is how advanced hers is in comparison. So
You know Ez.
You know Ez?
You know Ez?
I know Van Richten. Of course I know Ez.
I know Van Richten. The realms are a small place.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Breeze, you
Group
can take an
hydrate.
inspiration from Hammer of the Gods.
Okay.
Hammer of the Pods.
And group hydrate.
I hydrated. Music is so dynamic. Fuck.
So with the majority of that awkwardness over, I'm assuming the rest of you kind of get back to your own business.
We all, like, me and Breeze look up from each other and look at the others, and they're all just like,
Start to walk away through a tiny bit, and everybody just.
yep.
Good.
He squeezes your hand again
Exactly.
with his telekinetic hand.
Razira, what do you do with your day? Keeping in mind that getting closer to Athelstan is not physically possible for you currently.
Yep,
Oh,
I'm kind of
buddy.
stuck in the corner then.
You can move around him. You just can't get
Yeah,
any
but-
closer.
Yeah, but then I'd have to hit the shrine, and I can't really do that. So
You can always try to face your fears.
Face fears end up dead.
mm, nah, she's just gonna stay over here for now. If she's gonna face her fears, I'd rather it actually be something that matters, rather than something just silly.
Okay, being terrified of your party member definitely isn't important. Okay, that's fine. What do you do then?
Cat nap.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would spend that time sleeping too.
That's fair. There's not much to do. I mean, unless you have
No.
things in your packs.
Really.
All right.
I do. Oh wait,
Hold that thought. Sly, what do you do with your day?
Hold on.
You Vanna
What
White.
has- Pardon?
You Vanna White.
Fantasy Grounds keeps kicking me out.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, it is a me problem.
Mhm.
I don't know. What do I have? Do I have anything interesting that I can like look at?
You basically have all of Athelstan's possessions unless you've given them back.
Nope, I haven't. I'm just gonna go digging through Athelstan stuff.
So there are a couple things you did give back. Hold that thought, Keeley. You find a book called Personal Care for Adventurers. Read
Okay.
that.
there's like a little bookmark in it, like near the end.
There's
also, like-
Origins of All Flora and Fauna.
Oh yeah, that one. That one's fun.
Okay. So you start reading the botany book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I thought you were gonna start reading his journal and be like, "Hey, a picture of Breeze," and he'd just be like,
No, that's after. I'm gonna go through your journal later.
Panic. Gay panic. Okay. Kili. What do you do for your day?
I'm reading the Herbalism for Dummies book
Okay.
and trying to study.
All right. And what else do you do?
Give
Not upside
Gordon
down
the
this
Lady
time.
of the Bracelets to read because I think it's funny.
All right.
And also because I really think that he probably would actually enjoy it because he's that kind of dude.
Yeah, but he wouldn't enjoy it because it's a romance novel about lesbians. He'd enjoy it because it's a good story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
"He's there for the drama."
He's there
Yeah.
for the drama and the romance, that there's like intimate lady sex is irrelevant. It's nice, but irrelevant.
We just look over at one point and he's like sniffling.
No. What? Why?
Pat him on the shoulder as I'm reading my herbalism book.
You've read this, right?
Of course I've read that.
Chapter 16?
I know, right? It gets
That's
better, I
so
promise.
awful. Why would you do that?
It gets better, I promise.
Sad cow noises. Miss
Cries
Acting.
and cow.
All right, so you can make me an intelligence check to see how much you gather about the herbalism stuff. And Sly, you can do the same for the botany book.
What check was
I
Wow.
used an inspiration.
Intelligence.
Better.
17? Okay.
Hey, Jer.
Jared, don't be mad because Gordon is in touch with his feminine side.
Care Bear.
Let's see. He doesn't like the cow. He doesn't like the horseman.
Doesn't like artificers, doesn't like winged tieflings, doesn't... Just a cranky old man.
You
So
like
he's
my purple angel?
He's our cranky old man.
so he's Walter from Jeff Dunham. Got it.
Nah.
Basically.
Do you like my purple angel man with countless eyes and he's missing a hand?
All right. So between your intelligence checks, Keela, you make pretty good progress on figuring out how to sort out like the basic healing potion. And with Sly reading this herbalism book, you feel, or the botany book, you feel like the two of you could probably work together with Athelstan maybe supervising to get the needed ingredients you would need to make that.
Okay, cool.
He knows all the recipes for things. He just can't.
I feel like the like me, Sly, and Gordon are all sitting like real close together because we're reading. So like Sly's just like laying on Gordon. Gordon is sobbing into this book about lesbians, and I'm reading an herbalism book.
Yeah. Book club. You don't talk about book club.
Nope.
We don't read the same books. It's fine.
No.
All right. Athelstan, you doing anything else for your day?
I realized that what I saw in my bag, I was like, wait, no, I left it back at the lodge because it was in the. I didn't see bag of holding. It would have been really fun, but that'll be for next time.
Okay.
I don't know how much longer he sits there like with the basket awkwardly in his lap and his them holding hand.
I don't know.
Oh, I
Raise
left
how?
after. Yeah, I left
Oh, okay.
after
I can't
I
forgive you
got up
yet.
and yeah, I walked
Yeah.
away.
Okay. So you just kind of finish weaving your sweetgrass basket.
Yeah, braiding sweetgrass, little trinket basket. It's gonna be shaped like a little beehive with a little top that goes like that.
Okay.
It's a little messy at the bottom, but like it gets better as it goes along. It's hard to steer this thing.
Right.
Is Fantasy Grounds blinking for anybody else?
No.
No?
So I'm not the only one who noticed that?
Yeah. Oh dear. Whoa. I'm scared. Affy, I'm scared.
Of what?
It's blinking. Anyway.
I need you
mostly
to
through
make a performance check for your basket.
my little basket.
Your little basket, yeah. It's okay.
That's par for the course. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not pretty. It's just for practice.
Yeah.
He will whip after he comes to an okay end on that, and he secures a little hinge and everything, and it's like able to do this. He will set it to the side, take off his last shirt, and like adjust himself in the grasses and stuff that have grown over him, and just lay down in it.
Okay.
So in such a way where not a whole lot of his body is touching his body because it's hot and humid. And
Yeah.
granted, he's quite comfortable, but he knows how to be more comfortable.
Yeah. I will say the kind of cool grass helps alleviate some of the additional heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just laying there, tits out.
Like you do.
Yep. And he'll take a little nap.
All right.
He'll take a little nap.
So, anybody else doing anything during the daytime hours?
I see if I can repurpose my woodcarver's tools into something that will work with stones.
Sure. Do you have like stone cutting knowledge or anything like that?
Oh. Healy's gonna wing it.
That can't go wrong. I'm scared.
Oh, because it came from Yenrik, I was very confused.
Yeah, that was an accident. So
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why it did that.
I'll say make an intelligence check again. To try and make something into something it's not? Yeah, no. You snap one of your chisels.
No.
Okay. It's fine.
I mean, there are some vines here you could probably repurpose.
And any of the growth
No, so
wherever Athelstan has walked.
Healy's got all these stones from Alaric, and she wanted to, like, I'm assuming that they're uncut. Because it doesn't specify that they're like cut or not. So I'm assuming that they're uncut, and she was going to like try to make something for Gabriella.
Okay. Duality? Are they cut, uncut? What are they for?
Which stones?
The light stones
Like
that you would cast light on.
No, like the onyx and the lapis lazuli and the malachite and all those things that are in here.
Oh, gemstones.
Loot.
You would need a jeweler's kit for that one.
That okay.
Yeah. And there's no
Yeah,
way
all I have is woodcarver's tools, so
okay, so I will. The woodcarver's tools don't break You don't think you can make them fine enough to, handle jewelry and cutting gemstones. So,
Okay.
unfortunately, no dice. Get it? Because D&D.
I see what you did there.
I'm funny. All right, so the sun begins to set, and the snakes themselves have not really moved much, which is pretty standard. They're generally nocturnal, and it's hot and gross. So they just sort of chill for the day. As the sun starts to go down and the temperature decreases, it becomes more apparent that they kind of liven up at that point. And you watch as the big one kind of slithers down the shrine itself into one of these swarms and begins to eat.
They cannibalize each other. Woo!
From the heat of the day, I need everybody to make a constitution save to see if you needed an extra ration of water.
Even though I slept pretty much all day.
Yep.
Going to use an inspiration on that.
Okay.
Hopefully 22 is enough.
Fuck. So I guess the 12.
Okay.
23.
Fly, you find yourself very thirsty and need an additional ration of water taken.
Atlas has buttloads of water.
Good, because I don't have any.
Good job. Good job. Survival of the fittest.
Yep.
So Atlas, I'm assuming, would give Sly some water, so you can take an extra ration off of Atlas. Settling in for the evening, the large snake returns to his perch, basically around the throat of the shrine itself. Time for sleep. You can choose to settle in and just sleep the rest of the evening away. Whatever you'd like to do.
I'll take a watch.
Razira slept basically the entire day, so it doesn't really matter if she takes the entire watch.
Breeze will take a watch at some point.
Tigers are nocturnal anyway, so.
I think Athelstan would as well.
Okay.
No, you're not allowed to.
We gotta have Breeze and Athelstan on watch.
Nope.
No, they're
Somebody else take it.
Breeze isn't talking to him.
I'll take watch with Breeze.
Oh,
Right.
Breeze will like Athelstan just be like wake up and be like, did you want? It's like, did you want me? Oh, okay.
Gordon will take watch with you, Athelstan.
Okay.
No, you need your rest. Sleep all day. Sleep all night.
Okay. Yes, individual. Yes, Satyr.
All right. So
And he
we're
kind of like smirks like.
Hey,
What did you say, Effie?
so it's Breeze and Eli for watch. All right, Code of Silence. Go ahead and make a perception check, one at advantage or two individual.
You take advantage. Assuming you don't have disadvantage. Oof.
Okay. The sort of constant hissing noise that comes from around you, it's not grating on your nerves exactly, but it's definitely something that you're present, that you're sort of aware of. You also begin to hear this sort of low droning noise, like a buzzing noise from further down the plinth.
Like below us.
Over the cliff.
Like somewhere below you. It could be on the actual plateau itself, or it could be on like your actual shaft.
Okay. And it doesn't seem like it's getting any closer, or does it?
Right now, it just seems like it's there, but not closer or further away.
Kind of. I point that out to Breeze. If it comes any closer, then we can.
Yep.
Frankly, right now, I don't care.
No, not really.
I really hope we're not stuck here for 40 days. I do have a spell that can help us with food and water if we get desperate, but I'd rather not use it.
Do I?
I do.
Oh, you do. Sorry.
Yeah. It was the one spell I made sure to prepare.
I also have a scroll.
Oh, one in
that
message.
can-
Or
I also
sending.
have a scroll that can create water.
Okay.
I also have a tiny little sphere that will make I think it's what 5 cubic feet of water
Okay.
from something we sucked up earlier.
Okay. Well, save that for emergencies. Atlas has got quite a bit yet, but
The food I'm worried about.
I can help with the food.
I was a little out of it. Not yesterday. Did we figure out that we had to be in the temple for the safety and the thing to be able to end, or are we good out here?
Remember if Yenrik established that with us or not. I think it was just we had to just get here, but like we had to be in proximity. Don't know. Snakes wouldn't let us anywhere near it, so unless we want to fight a bunch of snakes.
We could take him out.
Not bothering us for now. If we get desperate, we can try it, but
Mm-hmm. Slow them all down real good.
wait to get out of this stupid jungle. Not that there's much waiting for us back in Darkon.
Or wherever we go next.
I don't like what we found out. Athelstan will never do that to his siblings. Well, to Tommen. The other two, he doesn't give a shit, but Tommen, he couldn't. He wouldn't.
Yenrik said something about
Yes, this domain could declare war on that domain. Get over. Sounds Foolish. Me. But maybe because there's no Dark Lord, it wouldn't be so hard to take over. The issue would be convincing the others to give up their claim.
I figured Tommen will be easy.
And Athelstan would do
And-
it too, but he can't until the others do.
And then they just kill the other two.
It's not just the other two, though. There's step sibling or something. Bastards. Bog
I
King.
don't know too much about them, but
I don't really either. For my part, my job is to protect Athelstan.
bastards have a claim? I guess they must, if they're an issue.
Technically, they're of Aslan, so yes.
I don't know how these dark seats
Think of it like
work,
a king
so-
and think of it like a king and queen that have children.
Oh, I know like that, but I don't know how the things work with Dreadlord seats. It's not necessarily a familial thing that gets passed. It's just one person forever. And then somebody takes it.
I don't understand is why anybody would willingly do that to them.
They want the power. Everyone wants to be in control.
To be imprisoned for all of your days.
You live forever.
There are worse things than that. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, honestly. Immortality, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Lived a long time. Seen a lot of things.
How long is your lifespan?
I don't know. It depends, honestly. We can be killed. I don't know. I'm young compared to many of my species, but I have lived a long time.
What's a long time? Just reference.
2 centuries.
Okay.
I don't know. Time is strange. It was strange where I was. Moving from plane to plane, time isn't always the same. And war messes with that to begin with, so. It isn't always the same.
I know time.
I know, sweetie. I tried to come back for you. You were gone.
Told you guys it's not your fault.
So we have you back now.
To be back. Now I want to get out of this damn jungle.
Yes. Like for my magic not to blow up in my face.
I mean, we'd all like that. For any of our magics. Like, I haven't cast a spell in days and it's getting itchy.
Oh no. Understand. Gotta go somewhere, I guess, right?
It could make things a lot more comfortable throughout the day.
No, but it's dangerous.
There's 3 small ritual casts and it gets us through the whole day. 24
No, but
hours.
it's dangerous.
Is it?
You've seen what some of these things have done.
Hasn't killed any of us yet.
I'd like to not find out, thank you. I can fix one of you. And I don't even know how that would work here. If it would work. I'd rather not find out. Tricky. Sure. Are we really gonna fight a dreadlord? Is that really the plan?
It's that or snakes. What do you think?
She has to come back first. So, where is the Bagman? He needs to
Hmm.
come back too.
Do you really think he's coming back? I wouldn't.
Yes, I actually do. I think he'll come back. I think he'll come back for Sly. She got away from him once.
As you said, time works different. Time's probably very different for him.
Imagine.
I don't know.
Been a boogeyman for as long as I can remember. Granted, my memory's not the greatest. What is your home like, Reese?
Loud, boisterous, conniving.
You were born here in the domains, yes?
Yep.
You get memories of your other lives.
Not too many.
I have a problem with the god who designed this place.
Oh.
We'll have words for them when I get out of here.
I'm sure we all will.
Simpler when it was just me and Athelstan. There was less at stake. I only had him to protect.
Simpler when it was just me. I just had to write. Simpler before I knew about the domains.
I imagine so. How did you find out?
When I was escaping, Van Richten told me he could take me to a place that no one there would find me. And I ended up in Darkon.
An odd group of people he's pulled together.
It's an odd person. How did you meet Van Richten and Athelstan? Meet Van Richten.
Athelstan I met when he was just a boy.
Oh, no, sorry, that's what I meant. I meant you and Athelstan meet Van Richten.
And Richten is a friend of his dad's, right? Or an acquaintance of his dad's? I don't remember. That was a really long time ago.
You know the relationship between Charles Xavier and Magneto?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
Okay.
So like they would be civil and play chess together, but there was always this like underlying animosity. Their goals and their morals didn't align. They respected each other's like intelligence and, you know, capabilities, but when it actually came down to the nitty-gritty of it, they were on opposite sides of the board.
And I met him because he showed up at Castle Avernus?
He showed up at Castle Avernus to when you and Athelstan were originally sent on your mission, but you don't really remember meeting him before, but the way he spoke to you, you had met him before at some point. You just don't remember. But he was the one that was able to supply you with like your mist talismans and kind of general information about the domains that you ended up going to. You know, customs that would need to be met in order to like you would be a tourist regardless, but you would blend in a little better if you didn't like step on toes or, you know, be indiscreet. So he kind of like helped you and guided you in that, and that is like your main memory of Van Richten. Extremely intelligent, a little weird, a little kooky. Yeah.
I think that goes without saying. But yes. I sort of explained all that to Breeze.
Oh, so he told you about where you were going and who to look for.
Well, we did ask him a lot of questions ahead of time.
Why would you do that? People should just tell you what they're sending you into.
Sorry, that was so much fucking shade.
That was so good. Bird. Get an inspiration for that.
I mean, I'm very curious by nature, in case you haven't figured that out, but it's good to have a working knowledge of where it is that you're going so that you don't wander into something that you're not expecting. At least not as often. This group, they see a booby trap and they booby right into it, like on purpose.
It's not a booby trap anymore if you set it off.
That's fair. Because the button is there doesn't mean you have to push it.
Yes, it does.
And that's why you disappeared on us.
I didn't push a button. I was just thinking about home.
Curious. Well, regardless. For now, I don't think there's anything to do but wait.
Hopefully not 40 days. Because I got 11 days left of food.
Again, I can make some if I have to,
12.
but Yes.
I think in the morning we have everyone lay everything out so we know exactly how much we have of everything. Water, food.
Supplies. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
water, food, etc. So we know where we're at, how long we're gonna be.
Does it feel like okay? So when we stepped onto this plateau,
Mhm.
it felt like we were pulled down to it, right? Like
Yes.
we. Okay. Does it feel? Does it feel like that towards the edges? Like, does it feel like we could go down the side of this thing?
Do you test it?
Because I
Go
have a
for it.
really stupid idea.
Do it for science.
I have a really stupid idea too now.
I have a really, really stupid idea. Should we wake Gordon up?
What's your stupid idea so I know if it's the same as my stupid idea?
Wake Gordon up because he's really, really strong, and then one of us rappels down the side. Just to see if we can.
Okay, that's way better than my stupid idea.
What was your stupid idea?
I was gonna cast web on the side of the mountain and have one of us jump onto it.
Save that for a rainy day. Okay, we go wake Gordon up.
Wait, Gordon up.
You go over to where Gordon is like spooned around Sly. I'm gonna pull Sly out as well because his
This will
jolt will wake
yeah.
her up. Gordon jolts where he's spooned against you, Sly, and you wake up as well to see Keli and Breeze looking down at you. Looking
Maniacal
a little,
looks on their face.
yeah,
like a
a
little
little
manic.
maniacal, a little crazed.
Sly, you want to do something dumb?
Gordon, you want to do something dumb?
I mean, depends on
Yes.
what's the plan?
We need
I'm
you to
in.
be really strong.
Can do.
Eli's gonna go rappelling.
Capitano. What?
Keli's gonna rappel down the mountain. We're
Well, I
gonna
was
try
thinking you
something.
because you're lighter, but I mean, I can go. It's fine.
I mean, I can.
Wait,
go.
what
Sly
am
can
I
go.
gonna do?
You're gonna be pretty.
Okay.
All right. And
wanna
we're gonna
test
go
a
on
theory.
break. We will come
Just
back
background.
to the party rappelling down the side of the plateau, possibly. We'll be right back.
Could possibly go.
I'm Matthew the DM, and this is the Vactair. If you know, you know.
I swear naturally. But if I have to think about it, I can't. I can't just work the words in. Shit fuck.
Could you just like give them like a bowl of lube and we can just get it to go? I don't know at this point what to say or to do.
A bowl of lube.
They make it in flavors.
I will cast guidance on your penis. There you go. Pat pat.
What if we go find a plant, 2 plants that like you connect with, and then we don't just go pick them, but like you connect with them, you know?
We'll find a shrubbery. Make sure it's nice and not too expensive.
Me.
I like gloop to be right beside her face.
Move so I'm real close to them,
Ooh,
just in
like-
case
like this?
something happens.
What can I do to help you?
I feel like I'm on
if
some
you're,
psychedelics.
If you're a new DM or even maybe an
Don't play
experienced
with
DM,
us.
you're clearly witnessing DM failure here. Clearly. Engage
I try
your
to move
players.
my
Keep
piece,
them
I move the
interested
whole
in your
map.
game.
You have feelings and we're friends. You have feelings and we're friends. You have feelings and you're friends.
Don't you make this a pull door because I'll lose my fucking mind.
If I just try to open the door, does it open?
It opens out.
I mean, I'm sure you would have gotten there eventually, but
Well, I don't know why I learned this spell. So,
Flailing around like one of those inflatable tube guys.
oh no!
The wacky flailing arm two man.
I don't see you wiggling, motherfuckers. Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I only wiggle when I want to wiggle.
I'm Jason.
Do you want to wiggle right now?
Well, I imagine duality's wiggling.
You went really deep, man. It's not supposed to be deep tissue.
Your ass was mesmerizing.
You just need to put the tip of the needle in.
Just the tip, just for a second.
I won't be able to sit for a week.
Well, I don't feel comfortable sharing some of the naughty bathroom things I know how to do with a bunch of children. But...
Why?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Ask your ghost parents.
Oh god, my husband was here for all that. You cast this spell and the sky
Go watch
above
my
begins
face
to
now.
swirl into this butthole.
They like in circles around you, like do 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 do. And he's saying this out loud too. He's making his own music that he's dancing to. Do 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 bigly, bigly. Do 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 do.
I will not soon recover from this. I will not soon recover from this. I have never wanted the death of someone more than right now. Keisha, it was a good fucking game, but I fucking hate Brie. Fucking hate her. I fucking hate her.
No, you don't. You love me.
I do. I do.
When one warforged loves another warforged very much.
I see you, our one true king. We stand Brendan Fraser on this channel. We don't care what time it was. We don't care what his body type is. We stand Brendan Fraser.
Do you hear that, Jeremy? Do you hear that, Jeremy? Go
Brendan, more
fuck
like
yourself,
standing.
Jeremy.
Wolf anthros are adorable.
I'm gonna say while you guys are talking, the camera pans out to the lobby, and everybody in the lobby can see that Sheriff is talking to somebody in that office. Not sure who. They're very chatty back and forth, though. For both the Reverend and Jesse, you immediately pick up on a couple things. Not everybody in this town is particularly...
Don't feed the babies lead paint, coward.
They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
Somebody.
Body.
Paint pants.
We should go to that family and then see if we can appeal to them. Is that the word I want?
I think it's begging.
We could threaten them with knives.
Oh, okay.
Or
So we
we
have
could
many
just
options.
That's a good idea. Let's start them with knives. Just tell them that I murdered the entire family minus one. It'll be fine. What could go wrong?
Nope.
I once ran into a Spanish beaver. Interestingly enough, there is no such thing as a Brazilian beaver.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Yeah, pretty much.
What? You sounded like you were grapefruiting your man. You know, Buddy loves the video.
I'm just gonna go now.
What's that? You need me? Okay.
Does this mean we win? Does this mean we won again?
I never want to leave here.
we're back.
But
Hello.
I like it better than I like NASCAR.
True.
Making a left turn.
So I've made an executive decision that the party is not going to be put into the cone of silence for the rest of the session because this is too hilarious and I feel like it needs to be shared and witnessed.
Just gonna hear the screaming.
So
Just wake up.
Where we left off before the break, the people on watch decided to have some stupid ideas.
I'm scared.
One of them was less stupid than the other.
I think you mean amazing.
Doubtable.
They were both amazing ideas. One was just
And
more amazing than the other.
yeah, so they've woken up Gordon and Sly to go through with this stupid idea. So we find ourselves now with Eli, Breeze, Sly, and Gordon getting ready for one of you to rappel down the side of the plinth.
Fucking stupid.
Meanwhile, they didn't just awake Razira, who could climb down the side of it.
This
They
is
don't
funnier.
know- They barely know you. Shut up.
This
we're
is
asleep.
funnier. Shut up, you're asleep. So, who is rappelling?
Wait, hold
Breeze?
on. What would
Breeze.
hold on? What would
What?
repelling be? Is it like athletics or acrobatics or
To go down, it would be acrobatics or athletics, and you would do so at advantage. Or sorry, no, you wouldn't do so at advantage because you're basically just on a lead. Coming back up, it would be athletics, but you do it at advantage because Gordon is helping you.
because I have a +8 in acrobatics.
What's your athletics?
It's on your character sheet above acrobatic or below acrobatics.
What?
Look
somebody-
below.
wait.
Athletic skill. What is your
Athletics.
athletic skill?
How good are you at athleting?
Oh wait, my thing. So my thing said like when it says skills, it says +8.
That's for
On
acrobatics.
That's for acrobatics.
What's it say plus next to athletics, which is 2 more down?
3 more down.
Oh, there's it's
Well, there's
nothing.
2 between them, is what I
Yeah.
meant.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nothing
Mr.
impressive.
Math Man. I like your mathy words, mathematical man.
You have a +1 for your athletics.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's nothing impressive.
Oh, then it might as well be you. You've got the best combination.
Lord.
So Sly is going down.
Feels like a ripoff that you came up with this idea and neither of us are doing it.
I mean, you can go. I'm just saying.
Fine.
I was just pointing like
No, I mean, if Sly wants to go, that's fine with me. We'll make sure you
Does
get back
she
up
want to
safely.
go? Of course she
My
wants to
job
go.
is
It's
to
okay,
be
babe. You
pretty.
can sit on my shoulders. It'll be fine.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Sly's just gonna help me anchor.
I just climb up, Gordon. I just wanted to flex my acrobatic skills.
Okay.
'cause-
It's like, I could do it better than you.
Make sure that the rope is tied very, very securely around Breeze.
Yeah, I think that's probably a you thing, Sly.
'Cause
Doing the rope tying.
Athelstan will kill me if something happens to you.
Athelstan will kill me if I die.
I mean, I'm pretty good with rope.
Breeze
Do
is
the
the one
thing.
who's pretty good with rope too.
I don't want to know why you're really good with rope, but just do the thing.
All right. So Gordon is gonna buy some rope.
Effie, is this the right playlist playing?
No, I clicked the
Okay.
wrong one. Thank
It's like
you for
yakety
pointing that out. Should not be my
Like-
Blood in the Six one.
Mm-hmm. I'm like sitting here, I'm just like, oh, this is like an
Groove it.
episode of Moonlight.
Yeah.
Okay. Gordon, where is your character sheet? Where are you? Come here.
When you talk to your character as if they were a separate entity.
Yeah,
They are.
That's true.
All right. So you watch as Gordon trusses Breeze up in like shibari knots.
Nice.
But it's stylized in the way that it would be like a rock
Functional.
climber's harness.
Uh-huh.
So it's functional, but it's very pretty to look at too. And it is silk rope because he has silk rope.
Gordon, you are a kinky, kinky man.
Yeah?
We don't
Look,
judge.
when you're my
It's great.
size, you kind of gotta get it how you can get it.
Let's do it.
Anyways, let's do something stupid.
All right. So, you move to the edge of the plateau in your shibari harness.
Mhm.
And how do you begin your descent?
Just walk backwards on the face of the cliff and
Okay. You start to tip
try from there.
against the side of the plateau, and you can still feel that sort of pulling magnetism that's drawing you down but not causing any issues with your movement itself. As you tip over the side, you feel it give way just enough that you almost feel like you're free falling. And from that, you're able to sort of discern if you don't cross the bridge, like that's the only safe exit. But as you kind of tip the rest of the way over and you're now horizontal with the top of the plateau, you feel that sort of magnetic pull again. So you can sort of discern from that that if you were to jump, you would fall to your death. But walking down the side of it, you seem to be able to do so.
So it's like it reorients your gravity to the
Yes.
side. Perfect.
Exactly.
That's what I wanted it to do.
You still feel that if you were foolish or you roll real bad, you will fall to your death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harness notwithstanding.
Yeah.
So I need an athletics check for you to begin your descent.
Okay. I'm good with that.
15, not bad. You hear a... No, it's not grunting or anything, but you definitely feel like the jerking of the rope as Gordon gives you more lead to descend. And you hear him call to you, like, "You all right?"
Yeah. Are you all right?
Up and Keeli's head's just like sticking over the ledge, like.
Yeah. No worries here. You're light as a feather.
Gonna go down about 20 feet.
Okay. As you descend about 20 feet, you begin to hear, well, you heard it the entire time, but the more you descend, you hear a higher, louder buzzing noise. And you get to about 20 feet, and it sounds like it's... Okay. So I'm picturing you kind of just tipped over the edge, like west
They
of the
were
bridge.
oriented like this, and they went like this, right?
I'm going, like, I would have tipped back.
Yeah.
Walked
But like where on the
down,
plateau
and
itself?
then, yeah, and then grabbed and started, like, reverse mountain climbing.
Right, but where on the plateau?
Probably
like,
wouldn't.
Oh, where? Sorry.
I mean, we obviously wouldn't do it like right where everybody's sleeping, but probably
Yeah,
near
like-
where the bridge used to be.
Okay.
Can I go in drawing mode? Yeah, somewhere around, like, that area.
Around there? Okay. So as you're descending in that section, you kind of look over, and just at sort of the edge of the map, or edge of the plateau on the east side, there's this like flat-ish face. At the corner of it, just sort of partially curled around, you see what looks to be hive.
Oh, okay.
I fucking knew it.
And for a moment, you see fist-sized bumblebees.
No.
Well, it's night, so they shouldn't be too awake.
You recall seeing these before at night, and they were awake.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, those ones were active still.
Yeah. Look back up and go, we're going back.
Helping Gordon hold.
All right.
Breeze
So
back
I
up.
need an athletics check at advantage.
From me or from Gordon?
From me.
Oh,
From
okay.
Breeze. You don't feel like you're gonna fall, but
Yeah,
you're gonna
we're
take some damage as you lose your footing and face first into the edge of the plateau.
Okay. Apparently it's a 9.
Okay.
Fine.
You take 9 damage as your foot slips and you just face first right into the edge.
Odd.
Okay.
Do you call out or anything like that?
I try not to.
Okay. Make a wisdom save.
It's gonna go even better. Okay, not bad.
Okay. Athelstan, you don't hear anything. Neither does Yenrik.
I figured I would just do it. Just
Yeah,
to-
of course,
just to
of
see what
course.
the dice would say. Just to see what the dice would say.
Okay.
So you make your way back up.
It's got to be at disadvantage because we're sleeping.
That is disadvantage.
Yeah, advantage, disadvantage.
Extra disadvantage because
Jesus.
you're asleep.
Yeah.
Double disadvantage.
Would that even work? Nope.
It's okay. At 14, you don't hear anything either. So you make your way the rest of the way up the cliff. And once again, as you get to the edge and you make that final step onto the top, you can feel that sort of reorientation of your gravitational force.
Okay, that's interesting.
What happened? You didn't go down very far.
Well, for me, it was just testing if we could go down.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily how far, but also, do you remember those gigantic fucking bees?
Yeah. They're so cute. Like little round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a hive of them about 20 feet down on the east side there.
Oh. It's good for food.
Possibly.
I mean, the
I was
bees
just thinking the
themselves,
honey.
you can eat them, and then the honey in the hive.
Get desperate, yeah.
I don't know
Wow.
if the snakes would like it too much if we brought bees up that would attack probably anything.
I mean, there is that. We'd have to figure out how to, like, cull them while still being able to bring them up to eat them.
Yeah. So it seems like from what I felt, we can climb down this. It's not going to stop you from jumping or yeeting somebody off of this. They can just fall. But if you're anchored to it and able to walk on it, it'll let you go, it seems.
It's good to know. Wonder what happens if you get to the bottom.
That's what I was kind of wondering too, but that's a long way down. That might be a Razira thing.
We should have woken Razira.
Yeah. I figure maybe only a couple of us doing stupid things at once is a good idea.
I mean, maybe. We're all pretty stupid.
Sometimes. Anyways, I'm going to bed.
Oh, yeah. Who was doing watch with me again?
You were supposed to be Athelstan.
Well, Sly, you want to do watch with me instead? Athelstan's had a bit of a shit day.
Let him sleep.
All right. Well, sounds good. Making Cedar sleep 2 sessions in a row.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, you could take it
Not
with
my fault
Athelstan
you-
instead. With your bestie.
Kidding.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, let's wake up righty.
Bestie.
Wait, what was it? His left hand he cut off? That was his right hand he cut off.
I thought he cut off his left.
Okay.
It was his left hand.
Okay. Oh, maybe because
I'm going to
the picture here.
Are you like this close to him? How many times? How many? Is he on edge? Is he on edge enough for this to be a dangerous move? I don't know.
No.
See, how deep into the green are you?
I think I'm 2.
2 into the green?
Let me see.
I mean, what we've seen so far, Ethelstan's always 2 into the green, but still.
Yeah, I'm 2 steps in the green.
Okay. So roll a wisdom save.
Oh,
And a
joy.
D100.
Oh, joy sex toy.
Oh.
Those are always fun. So you said what? I'm sorry. A wisdom save?
A wisdom save and a D100. Okay. So you step further into the black.
Oh, fuck.
Sly startles you awake, and your instinct is to protect yourself because your brother had a way of waking you up sometimes.
Oh my, bestie.
He's got you like by the face.
Oh.
I thought I was going throat.
I
That's
was
what I
going
thought.
throat,
Oh,
too.
yeah, okay, I'll go throat. I'll go throat.
Oh, bestie. Oh boy, bestie. Wow. Hi. It's okay.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You have a pulse?
Do I?
Yes.
He... Yeah.
Hey, so Sly's gonna take watch with you. I'm gonna go back to sleep. We definitely did not do anything stupid.
Just looks
And,
over
like,
at the
crashes.
shibari crotch rope and everything that
Oh, I
breezes in.
had that shit thing.
I don't know. I'm not gonna make any assumptions about your sex life, Rob, but it takes a minute or two to get out of being all trussed up like a turkey.
That
Just saying.
said,
Wouldn't know.
somebody who is well versed in that is able to pull the release string.
Yeah.
So Gordon would have pulled the release string.
Just like I'm gonna go to bed.
Whole thing falls off, and it's just a bunch of silk rope that's all like on the ground.
He just like looks at the rope, looks at Breeze, looks at Gordon.
Coil it back up, over under.
Gordon's just like sprawled out, all
Look
9.5
back
feet.
looks back at the rope, looks back up at Breeze.
Science. Her idea.
I was
Then cringes over at Keli.
I'm going to bed. Night.
I'm dreadfully confused.
We can climb down the cliff and it's safe.
Sort of.
Good night.
Minus the bees.
The hypocrisy in this group is palpable.
So everybody goes back to sleep and back into the cone of silence with all of you. Alright. Stan and Sly, I need a perception check, either one at advantage or one each.
I'll let you do it.
At advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. As you settle into your watch, Athelstan, you and Sly see across the way on the plateau itself a group of darkened figures. Athelstan, you're actually the only one that sees this. Sly, your dark vision doesn't go far enough. But you do see movement. Quadrupedal. Probably about 5 figures.
The boars?
A little longer. A lot longer.
Tentacles? No. So not displacer beasts.
I don't think so. It's hard to see because it's just like right at the edge of your dark vision. And it's very dark out tonight. The moon isn't doing so hot behind some clouds.
Take a deep breath in through the nose.
Okay. Make a nature check.
At advantage.
Yes.
I still have 1 foot in the green.
You do.
17.
It smells a little bit like Razira.
I look at Razira.
Big cat. But not Displacer Beast.
I point this out to Sly. I'm sure that she can't see it, but he'll describe what he believes to be some large hunting cats on the other side of the broken bridge.
So not where we are?
No. Over there.
Hmm.
As long as their long jump isn't over 120 feet, we should be fine. But I can't imagine that this place isn't terribly unknown to this area, so I highly doubt that a predator would be stupid enough to leap into a giant snake nest.
Also, isn't it, like, really difficult to cross anything here right now?
There's no bridge.
There's no bridge. That's why I said
but
hopefully
isn't
they don't
everything
have
heavy?
it. I'm just saying that I hope that they don't have like a standing jump of over 120 feet.
I don't want to know what might have.
Under the right circumstances.
You are a dragon sometimes.
Yeah.
Fly here?
I don't know.
Like, don't try, but like.
I don't plan on trying, Sly.
Listen. Thinking
I
out
thought
loud.
about it, like, you know, intrusive thoughts and everything, but... How come everyone else can put themselves in danger, but I can't?
You can. But maybe,
Then why,
like.
and then when I do, why does everybody get mad at me?
I'm not mad at you. But maybe, like, take a little bit of a break with the danger putting yourself into, because you kind of need to, like, recover.
Everybody else keeps putting themselves in danger. How come they're not being held to the same circumstance? I'm feeling unnaturally petulant about this.
I mean, you want to do some dumb shit? I don't know what there is to do that's dumb shit, but we can find something dumb to do.
I look at my little grass bed. Any grass?
Make a nature check.
Because it's just happening naturally if I concentrate really hard on it.
But it's local flora and fauna.
It's a 6.
Doesn't look like you see any marijuana.
Any smokables? Ooh, is there salvia?
Or edible?
I'd say with a 6, there are some plants.
I will spend an inspiration. I don't care. Can I do it at advantage because I've definitely read the book?
Well, you should have been at advantage anyway because you had.
Oh, I didn't put it.
It's a nature check.
It didn't do it automatically. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'll try one more time. 18.
Okay.
Any smokables in here?
So as you're kind of like pushing through your grass
It's
sleeping
getting
bag,
big. I've been over
essentially,
here for like 48 hours.
it's a nest at this point. Like it's
yeah, it's
quite
pretty great. It's like a
substantial.
little like you know those things that cats have? It's like a felted hole.
Yeah.
It's basically becoming one of those. It's like a thicket.
Essentially. You
He's like,
kind
all I
of
gotta
like
do is just roll
move
around
them around, and like at the edges where it's the most thick, like where your sides were lying, you can see that there's little bioluminescent mushrooms that have grown up.
Do I recognize them?
You
They make
don't.
your mouth feel a little dry.
You don't recognize them because these are local to Valishan, you think, but you know of a similar type of mushroom in Darkon. It is not bioluminescent, but it has the same coloration and the same sort of... It's not like a speckling pattern. It's almost stripy on the actual top of the toadstool. And the actual stem is like pear-shaped. So you've seen something like this, and you know the actual pear-shaped part contains a very psychedelic effect.
Do you have my book, All Flora and Fauna?
Mm-hmm.
Flip to the chapter on mycelium. I got an idea. And he reaches in there.
Okay. You flip to the mushroom.
I identify because it says origins of all flora and fauna.
You got me.
Aha.
So in the book, you are able to identify this as Valaweed.
Valaweed.
I'm so normal and natural, and definitely didn't just pull that out of my ass.
Come on. I literally today, like, there's a type of flower called a knife opia, and it's just called red hot poker.
Nice.
Hot lips, Tortuga hot lips. That's
Fair
a
enough.
flower.
Fair enough.
Anyway, sorry, I was just being.
No, I appreciate it. Valaweed. You do know that it has a psychoactive effect when it is either crushed, dried out, and snorted, or it is brewed into tea, or it can also be injected if you're into that sort of thing. You can suppository it.
Ugh.
That one's probably the easiest because the bulb just goes in and you let it do its thing and then you poop it out.
No thanks. Anyway, well, yeah, and he just finds it and he's like reading over the thing and he's like, okay. So for me, I have a natural resistance and semi immunity to pretty much most poisons and diseases. But fuck around and find out.
I'm in.
Want to get fucked up?
Hell yeah.
I start making tea.
Okay. Make another nature check at advantage.
They're both 11s, 15.
Okay. You're able to kind of strip it down to its base parts. As you pull apart the actual...
Sorry, but before I do that, I do want to take a sample of the spores in my journal.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, and I'll put like a wax paper packet over it.
I'm like holding the journal open so that when you're done, I can just be like,
take it back.
While it's brewing, I want to try it.
So you cut open the stem, and as you do, you get like your spores out of the upper part of the stem, and then the actual bulbous part at the bottom. That seems to be where like the good shit is. You can see that it is spore-like, but it has more of a almost like cottage cheese consistency to it.
He's like kind of carefully cutting it apart with his mushroom knife and everything, and he's like scraping the dirts and stuff off, and he's like, oh, this is gonna taste like shit.
It does have a definite, like that old mushroom smell. That's what
Yeah.
it smells like.
It's gonna be. This is gonna be a musty cup of tea, Sly. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what Wrinkle Pig smells like today, by the way. A musty mushroom. But
Nice.
yes.
Ew,
Nice.
it's disgusting. I make the tea.
So you scoop out this like cottage cheese consistency, and it has that bioluminescent property as well. So as you pull it out,
there's gonna be a sparkle off to our shite for a few days.
as you cut it open, like it starts to sparkle on the inside, so you feel it's like reactive to air or something. You'd scoop out all of the cottage cheese, glowy shit, put it in the tea, start brewing it. It tastes a little bit like it's that silky feeling of like yogurt, but it tastes more like a mixture of dirt and like it does have a sweetness to it almost, but like old
Like a
licorice.
sweet risotto, like a dirty risotto.
A little sweeter than that. So like old licorice that's been left out and gone stale. That's kind of
Can it
what
be
tastes
rainbow Twizzlers?
No.
I don't like
Absolutely not.
licorice.
Too bad. That's what it tastes like. So saith I, the DM.
We clink. We clink.
Clink it and sink
I
it.
just don't even. I'm just like, what? Done.
Yep.
Okay. You both
He's
showed
like, he
it?
was about to be like, well, I know. He's like, I know this is, I'm just going to take the whole thing because I don't know how it's going to affect me because typically it doesn't. I suggest you only take it in incremoke.
Yeah, just.
Okay.
Both of you make a Constitution saving throw. Athelstan, you do so at advantage because of reasons.
Oh, a 10. Oh, shit. You know, I'm here for this. I'm not even going to use an inspiration. I'm here for this.
Okay.
We make a actually. Can we? Because I meant to do this prior. Because you always have to have somebody babysit you when you're gonna get fucked up, especially on a mushroom that you haven't tried before. So I tie Sly to we tie our waists together.
True.
Okay.
And like for everybody watching this whole situation is really, really funny for a lot of reasons.
Yes. For me, I the first and only time I ever got high on mushrooms, my toilet ran away. And I had to use it really bad. Oh my god, why are you rolling so many dice?
Okay. No, I was just
No, it's fine. No, you know what?
No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Nope.
You want to re-roll it?
Nope, I'll take it.
Are you sure?
I feel like, you know, like in the cartoon where the eyes are like getting small on one side and bigger on the other, and then like that. I feel like it's like that.
We take responsibility for our drinking way too much tea way too fast before a Bad Omens concert.
Okay.
Yep. These are the consequences of our actions. It's the best thing we've done in days.
Me.
What else are we gonna do? We're on a fucking plateau for the next 40 days.
True.
Yep. We're like inside the little nest.
Yep. Tied together.
Yep. He's like, you feel anything?
For you, Athelstan, it hasn't hit yet, but Sly, it hits you like a ton of bricks about 5 minutes after you throw the shot back. You find that you cannot stop talking. And most of what you're saying is complete and utter fucking nonsense. It is literally like a mental... There is no mental block. Anything that comes into your head, you say out loud, and sometimes two thoughts come into your head and you try to say them both at once, and it's just nonsense.
Here, let me try. Let me see if I can actually. You're
you're like really pretty, bestie. I'm so
Faster.
lucky that you're my bestie. And like it's kind of super weird that like you choked me and like I'm really sorry that I was like, oh hey bestie, but like, you know, it was kind of fun, but like don't tell anybody. And like, you know what? I mean, I love Gordon and like Gordon's so much fun, but like what you know, it's sometimes besties, you know, besties have fun together. And then and then the shrooms and everything is glowing. I really I don't know. I just really wanna go pet a bumblebee and I just wanna
That was fantastic. So you do that, and you cannot stop. So for the imperceptible future, because you don't know how long this is going to last, you babble. And Athelstan, as you're listening to this prattle, you can hear Sly's volume is increasing the longer she speaks.
And then like
And you think it's unnatural.
And the grass is like so nice, and the grass is so soft, and I just want to pet the grass forever. And oh my god, what if we just like wore the grass instead? What if we just like rolled around in the grass forever, and the grass was so nice, and everything is so warm, and just want to like. What if I could turn into a dragon? Like, what if I could also be a dragon? You know, what if I could
fly at the
What
same
if I
time.
could like you know, because like I'm supposed to have go for like a ride on Athel horse because you said you'd like turn into a
I
horse.
did say I would turn into a horse.
You did. I'm like
Yeah.
so excited. Can I braid your mane when you have a horse hairs? Can I
Sure.
braid your mane and your tail?
If it will make you happy, sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like it when people play with my hair.
At this point, Sly, you begin to, like, your dark vision is generally in scales of gray, except where there's natural light. So around, like, the brazier, there's color. You can see, like, the colors of the grass, the brazier itself, anybody who's, like, within 30 feet of it. Everything outside of that space where your normal dark vision kicks in begins to take on this, like, bluey hue instead.
Luckily, we're inside the cloche, the Athel cloche.
Yeah. So everything is like bluish now. Still like your dark vision, but blue instead of gray. And Athelstan, this is what starts for you. Your vision changes. Instead of you having like this clear vision for 120 feet, everything begins to twist and meld into different shades of blue and purple. You can still like identify them a little bit, but it's definitely a little trippy.
Oh, my vision is like the river.
That's so pretty. Oh
yeah,
my god.
no, I haven't done this since I was like.
And it's gonna be so nice.
There was this one time at Sprite Club, Schmorglag had some shit.
I don't know why this made me think of that, but remember the time that I threw your shoe and killed a guy?
I didn't witness it, but I remember the consequences of the action. Yeah. It was good throw.
He was a dick.
Athelstan, in addition, you must bend the truth, exaggerate, or outright lie to feel that you're an interesting person to Sly.
You know.
Yeah, what?
Totally one valiantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I think that like I mean, I could be the Dark Lord. That wouldn't be so bad.
I mean, it would be super cool, you know?
Oh yeah, real cool.
It would be cool. And like, what would you do, though?
I would be fair but cruel.
But we could still be besties, right?
Oh, I believe that we will live forever as besties forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
And ever and ever and ever and ever and ever
and ever and ever and ever
and ever and ever and ever.
Nothing will ever go wrong. Like I don't think I think that like we're untouchable. Nothing could ever possibly go wrong. You know, one time I rode a dragon.
So did I.
Oh my god, you did.
You were the dragon.
I was the dragon.
You were the dragon.
I am
It's at
I
this
have the
point.
the heart of a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything with
Around
the
this
dragon.
point, the volume of Athelstan and Sly has grown exponentially.
It's just coming out of this little grass and moss little like cat cave thing, like like the felted little holes. It's like a little thistle mouse nest.
Yeah. And as you're all kind of like wake groggily and you're
You know,
hearing this sort of inane chatter and nonsense, a lot of what Sly is saying doesn't make sense.
I
And
think that
Athelstan is very like totally serious about everything he's saying.
I read a book on sailing. I could totally sail Calypso's ship through the domains.
Oh my god, that would be so fun.
But I would love to know. I would need to get her casserole recipe.
Mm.
Anybody
You know,
who-
I think. Do you think Breeze likes me?
I think so. Yeah.
Do they seem drunk or high?
I mean, yeah.
Make a medicine check.
I fucking like. I don't know what it is.
Razira just thinks she's completely screwed up common somehow.
There is.
Both of you know that they are
This
high
like
as fuck.
the green.
Atlas
If
definitely
they
knows.
could,
Guys?
if everybody could
Guys.
just like feel the green the way that I do, I think
There's like a
that
little
it would-
hole that goes inside of this. Like,
Yes, it's like
Okay.
it's like a little clubhouse.
he just like squats down in front of it,
If
looks
we
in at you guys.
could just feel the
Hey.
green the way I. Oh, hello.
What you guys doing?
What happened to your face?
Yeah, why do you look like that?
Guys?
I don't know.
I see it. Yeah, why do you look like? Oh, you're Halo.
What
Hi,
did you eat?
Hi, Breeze.
What did you eat?
You want some tea?
I didn't need anything. I drank tea though. But like,
What did you put in your tea?
And he picks up the book, and he flips to the page, and
Bestie.
he's like, that.
We drank it all.
Because y'all high as
The
fuck.
picture in the book depicts a toadstool with a sort of like squat, fat top.
Does anybody
and a
else hear
pear-shaped
sitar
body.
music?
Yes, it's in the playlist, and it has a pear-shaped stem. The sort of aura around the top indicates it's like bioluminescent, and it's blue with sort of striping on it.
You drank it all, Sly? I thought, nah.
I thought that
We
was
had a whole pod.
I thought it was supposed to.
I thought it would be better if you did it in increments, honestly, because your
I
metabolism
did.
isn't like mine.
Listen,
ahead,
I
Razira.
haven't- When's the last time you've seen me drink anything? I don't other than water. I don't know how to. It's
you know-
fine.
You know, after
Razira?
this is all. Sorry,
Razira.
go ahead, Razira.
I was trying to say, would she recognize this?
You can make
If
a
it's
medicine
not
check.
from Schult, probably not.
You can make a medicine check.
Oh, Breeze.
19.
Okay.
Breeze.
With your 19, you recognize this as something, a very rare mushroom that can sometimes be found in Chult. If it is found, it is generally used by your clan's like shamans.
Shaman.
Yeah, shamans or medicine people. It's not for the general population.
I think. I know. I think that after it's gone, after this is done with, and
Brit-
we get back to
Brit-
the hunting lodge,
Brit-
I swiped a couple of bottles from Van Richten's wine cellar. I don't know. Well, if you know Esmeralda, if you know Ez, you probably have had it. But when was the last time you had yourself a glass of Champagne de l'Estompe?
Razira thinks it's probably a good idea that this is not generally given to the normal person. It going off of the effects.
She just says out loud, referring to herself to themselves in the third person.
Okay, well, you two just stay in there where you can't get into any more trouble.
We're
me
not
the
gonna get
teapot, please.
We're
bound
Hold
together. And he
on.
like picks up the rope and like tugs on it, like and by her white and tugs Sly in by the waist a little bit. But he's like, we are responsible.
So
We
responsible.
weren't using rope to rappel off of a cliff at all.
Yes. Wait.
No, you're just
we were not
high
doing
as kites.
anything dangerous. We are completely safe, and in no way finding ourselves to be any way in the sort of hypocrisy.
Yelling in your bag of holding.
We are dragons.
Yes.
We have the heart of dragons.
We do, and I'm gonna make the fucking Bagman come and fucking talk to us. Come on!
Oh, yeah.
Can I have the teapot?
Why do you want some?
Sly.
All
Yes.
gone, Sly drank
As
it.
you are yelling,
Was it full?
you have it like up against
No,
your
it's
face, and you're like, "Hello!" You don't see anything until gnarled, over-curled fingertips emerge from the top of the bag near your face.
Mm-mm.
And that's where we're gonna end session.
Athelstan's like mid holding the teapot. Like, why do you want the teapot?
Wait, can we make it creepier? Sure. And it like just touches my face instead?
I didn't want to go there because you started moving away, but yes, absolutely. These gnarled fingers come up, and the index finger kind of like brushes along the apple of your cheek and down to your jaw.
All I'm imagining.
But why did you stop talking, Sly?
All I'm imagining now is the Bagman stealing the teapot.
No. I am not myself without my morning cup of tea.
Thank you everybody for watching. We will be back tomorrow for the final session, allegedly, of Bankar Brouhaha. So come and check that out. We're gonna go raid somebody. I think we're gonna go raid Ink and Liar. It's been a minute since we went there.
Hello there.
Provided they're still up. Let me double check because my track record is shit. Of course I have an ad. Okay, yep, they're still up. So, rating them. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Canadian Dice, at canadiandice.ca. Use the code TheVectaire, 10% off your order at checkout. And we will see you when we see you. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Hey.
Ah.
That was a
Use